Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. They'll try the middle with Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. James. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Cowboys 9.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now James on 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that's that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, James. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's James throwing on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Looking to throw. James. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is going to be returned from the middle of the and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, James. And this one quickly to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. CeeDee for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Running for it. Here's Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Cook again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Back to throw. James. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, James. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They run it again with Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Handoff comes to Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
James now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Second and long.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 61 yards that time on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 22, Cowboys 12. Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Buffalo, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look